Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Hope the new year is treating you well. I've got another San Diego selection, one that I picked up at the Normal Heights bottle shop known as Vine and Vine. Great bottle shop who does they do mail order, so you should check out their website and see what sort of great California beers you're missing out on, especially if you live in a beer desert like I do here in Las Vegas. But today's selection is the Melvin IPA. Has a 7.5 ABV. I paid $2.59 for this 12-ounce can and has a canned on date of the 5th of October. Best wishes from Maney. Okay. Um, so it's, what are we going on? What does that make it? Just a little over 2 months old for an IPA. That's about right. I know some of you out there, if an IPA is more than 2 weeks old, you guys don't drink it. But this is coming in within the 30-day range. I think that's perfectly acceptable. I did go to Untapped and saw that 13 of my friends have given this a cumulative score of 3.98, and that 260, I'm sorry, 26,000 of us have given it a cumulative score of 4.02. That speaks pretty well for this beer. I'm going to look here. Melvin Brewing is Alpine, Wyoming. Huh. I really thought I was grabbing a California beer. Huh. Well, that just goes to show you, you got to pay a little closer attention when you buy a can of beer. Nothing against Wyoming, never been there, but don't have any reason to harbor any distaste for it. But I really did think I was grabbing a California beer at this time. But that kind of goes to show you too, here in Nevada, I'm closer to Wyoming, yet I don't see this beer on my shelves, but I can get it in California. So, any of you ever think that Tony and I are being insincere or hyperbolic about what a beer desert in which we live here in Las Vegas? Think again. Now, I did say, and I mentioned that I would say this, I did want to address LV Triannuary is specific to this town. Okay, here's the deal with Triannuary. Triannuary was started by somebody in the UK. The whole idea is to get bottle shops and pubs and brewers some business during the month of January, a month that's typically very slow for the industry. And, here in Vegas, we just had the worst mass shooting in history, and back in October. In fact, New Year's Day only made a 2-month anniversary for it. So I am making I'm making an effort to try and get a hashtag LV Triannuary going, and it's in support of Las Vegas and the craft beer industry here and the craft brew community. And anyway, the whole point behind Triannuary is for you to try beers and bars and brewers in specific that you never have before. So that's what it's all about. Hashtag Triannuary. Um, okay, and as I said, this has a 7.5 ABV, and I paid $2.59 for this. Anyway, that's the deal with Triannuary. Um, wherever you live, try and support your local craft beer industry by, putting a hashtag of Triannuary and getting people out so that they know what's going on. That's, like I said, that's the whole point of Triannuary. If you've never been to a brewer, or you've been wondering about that pub that you drive past on the way home from work every night, go check it out during January. That's what it's all about. So, I'm going to crack this bad boy open. This is a stemmed IPA glass. It's one of the bar glasses that Nancy bought me for Christmas, and I'm loving it. And this is a very hazy, very orange. For once, the camera, it's one of those few times when the camera is actually showing the color as close as possible. This is a little bit more carrot colored than what I'm seeing on the camera, but nonetheless, there you have it. Looking good, looking very good. Now, as I take in the first few hints, boy, I'm sure getting a hop profile. More than anything else, I'm getting a hop profile. Can't even really say that I'm smelling much in the way of malt or anything else for that matter, just the hops. So, as I said, this got rather high marks from my 13 friends, as well as I think it was 24 or 26,000 of us. I'm going to quit talking and start drinking. Cheers. Well, that is a very good beer. It's not overly bitter. In fact, I'd be surprised to see that the IBUs were more than at 70 at most. I don't. It's not an overly bitter beer. Excuse me. As you can see, that head is very resilient, and that comes through in the creamy flavor. Probably a medium mouthfeel. Almost no alcohol burn. Um, I'm getting hops, but as I said, this is actual hoppiness. There's like hop bitterness, a bitterness that's specific to the hops. This, on the other hand, is just hop flavor without the over bitterness. And if you can see, I'm going to try and bring that in. Look at that lacing. That's some pretty impressive lacing. Beautiful color. Very creamy, resilient head that ain't going nowhere. I would give this a 4.0, but it came in a can. And you know me in cans. So this is going to get a 4.25 from me. All around a great beer, and I'm looking forward to trying more beers from Melvin if they ever manage to get distribution here in Nevada. So until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.